Falcons. All right, so this video is the explanation for the explaining force and velocity lesson that is assigned for Monday, 10/26. So as always, hopefully the first thing we should do is get our agenda for the week. So, and this week is extra special because we have our Spirit Week. I look forward to dressing up. Hope you do too. So Monday is Pirate, Tuesday Crazy Hair, Wednesday Sports, Thursday Halloween colors, Friday costume. Remember, because we don't have school Friday, you're going to email a picture of yourself to your teachers. So remember, teachers, we have work. We have meetings all day, but you get out. Okay, so today is Monday. We are getting our agenda. We are doing this Google Doc assignment that is in Classroom. Okay, so the rest of the week. So periods 1 through 3. On Tuesday, we're going to do another Pear Deck, and we're going to do an assignment in Amplify. Wednesday in our afternoon class, we are going to have to finish the Pear Deck. We're not going to quite finish. It's a big one. And we're going to do a different activity in Amplify. Then on Thursday, we're going to do a little Kahoot review, and we're going to do a little modeling assignment. Okay, so periods 4 through 6, we have afternoon class. We're going to do modified at that same Kahoot, and we're going to work on making sure we're caught up on all of our other assignments. Okay, Wednesday we'll start the Pear Deck and do one Amplify assignment. Thursday in the afternoon we'll finish that Pear Deck and do the other Amplify assignment. Okay, so then the two real things you have to do on this Google Doc, there's two separate things. We're going to respond to Sherman. That'll make more sense in a minute. And then we do have an article to annotate, but it is a lot shorter than the last one. So, okay, so here's our rubric. Respond to Sherman, we have to write in a text box. We're going to write a message. Okay, article annotation, it's the same guidelines as last time. It is less points for that part because it's a shorter article. All right, so let's look at responding to Sherman. So here we have a comic strip. We've been learning about force and velocity as we investigate what could have caused the pod to change direction. So next, you'll read a comic strip with a character who misunderstands force and velocity. You'll write a short response to the character. So that response goes here. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and at the end of this assignment, I made this picture big so that I could read it on this video. So here's how it goes. Wow, that player hit the baseball really hard. The ball changed direction and it's moving so fast. I think it will be a home run. Yes, the baseball has a lot of force. Sherman, I don't think an object can have a force. But doesn't the baseball need to have a strong force to move that so fast? Actually, Sherman, you might be confusing force and velocity. Force and velocity are different because. So we're going to explain the difference between force and velocity here. So how would you finish the last sentence? What would you say to Sherman so he understands that velocity and force are different? Write a response and be prepared to share it. So you're going to type your response here. Be prepared to share it on the Pear Deck when we have our next class. Okay. So next, that should be easy. That was 5 points. Right? Yes, 5 points. So next we have the article annotation. So just like the last time, we're going to color code, right? So some of us struggled a little bit on this. So remember, each paragraph is going to have like a main idea sentence. The main idea goes in pink. The most important sentence or a couple sentences, put in pink, okay? Anytime it gives you example or evidence, put it in blue. Any keywords, vocab, definitions are yellow. And if it gives us like a rule, a process, a step, then it would be green. Okay. Then we're going to do a question and a comment in the margin of each paragraph. There's a question about friction that we're going to answer. And then we're going to do a short summary. So just real quick, you can see. So one paragraph. And this one's on a paragraph, but it has a picture. 2, 3 paragraphs. And that's it. So we can do this, okay? 3 paragraphs. And then there's a definition. Okay. So remember here, if you click the link, am I logged into Amplify? Or if you're not logged into Amplify, you click log in with Clever. And then I can have it, if I press this little sound one.
Friction. Why hockey rinks are not carpeted. If you've ever slipped...
Okay, so that is the assignment. If you understand color coding, and you don't need an example in this video now, otherwise I'm going to go through this first paragraph with you and show you how to color code again. I'm not going to do the whole thing, but I'll get a good start and start it, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do when I'm going to have to color code is I just want to listen or read the paragraph one time before I start color coding. So I'm just going to let Amplify read it to me. So maybe just go ahead and start it over.
Friction. Why hockey rinks are not carpeted. If you've ever slid a hockey puck across an ice rink, you know that it can travel a long way with just one push. In fact, if you don't touch it, the puck might go so far that it doesn't stop until it hits something, like a wall. If you try the same thing on a carpet, you'll find out that there's a reason nobody plays hockey on a carpet. The puck doesn't go very far on a single push. If you hit it with a hockey stick and then don't touch it, the puck slides across the carpet a bit, slows down, and then stops. What happened? Since the velocity of the puck changed, there must have been a force acting on it. That force is friction, the force that slows objects down as they move across surfaces.
Okay, so then I paused it because I listened to the whole first paragraph. Now, the good thing about listening to the paragraph here on Amplify is it already gives me the vocabulary words. So I'm going to go look for those vocabulary words, and I'm going to highlight them yellow. Okay, so velocity was one of my words. Force. Oops. Okay, and then friction here. So friction's a new word. Notice that there's a comma. So it says the word, and then there's a comma, and then it says the force that slows an object down as they move across surfaces. That is a definition. So I'm going to go ahead and make that whole part yellow. Okay, let's go look at the rest of this, though, right here. So since the velocity of the puck changed, there must have been a force acting on it. So that doesn't give me the definition of velocity or the definition of force. Instead, it kind of gives me a key information. So I'm going to make the rest of this, you know what, I'm actually just going to make my life easy. I'm going to turn this all pink because that was main idea. And then I'm going to go back and change the word velocity to yellow and change the word force to yellow. Okay. All right. So there's one thing. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and notice I'm a little zoomed in over here. I'm going to zoom out so I can see a little bit more of the paragraph all at once. Okay. So I'm going to go back through. Remember, I'm looking for, these are my colors. I don't think there's any more vocab, but if I see them, I'm going to make them yellow. If it gives me example, evidence, something like a quote, it's blue. If it's a rule, process, step, answer, analysis, it's green. If it's like the key main ideas, it's pink. All right, so I'm going to come back down. I'm going to go ahead and, so I know the end of the paragraph, but now I've already forgot what the heck the first part of the paragraph said. So I'm going to read it again. And as I read it, then I'm going to add some more color. If you've ever slid a hockey puck across the rink, you know that it can travel a long way with just one push. That's an example, right? That's given me an example. So I'm going to make that blue. In fact, if you don't touch it, the puck might go so far that it doesn't stop until it hits something like a wall. Well, it's kind of it could be blue or it could be green, depending on how you do it. So I'm going to make that green because it's more like a step in a process. If I do this, then it's going to go so far. If you try the same thing on carpet, you'll find out that there's a reason nobody plays hockey on carpet. Okay, so that is analysis. That's definitely green. Then there's this quote, the puck doesn't go very far on a single push. If you hit it with a hockey stick, then don't touch it. The puck slides across the carpet a bit. It slows down and it stops. That's giving me more like evidence. It's giving me detail. So I'm going to make that blue. Okay. So then the what happened, I'm explaining that's going to be the main idea. And that's the main idea is in that pink sentence right there, right? Plus then friction, which is our new vocabulary word. So if I'm color coding the whole paragraph, which most paragraphs should have most of it color coded, not just 1 or 2 lines. And notice I have most all my colors. I understand mixing up blue and green, and so that's okay. But definitely I should see pink and some blue or green in every paragraph. Okay, so then I need a question. And so a question that I could, I might not have a question about this. So maybe I'm going to write a question that I, as your teacher, might ask you. So what is friction? Mark, right? Comment. Let's see. I could give the answer to my question. Friction is a force that slows objects down as they move across surfaces. Okay. Or I could say something like, is that why my pencil eventually stops if I roll it on the carpet? Oh, actually, what am I thinking? That's not really a comment, is that? That's a question. So I'm just going to take that and move it over here, right? I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, so that was another question. All right. I do want some sort of comment on this picture. I know there's no highlighting to do, but we could do that. Okay, so you have 2 more paragraphs to highlight like I did. And then we have a definition. Here's the question you're going to answer. Could friction have caused the space pod to change direction? Think about it. Write me a response. And then a short little summary. All right, that's your assignment. Have a great day.